In this tutorial we shall learn about constructors. The first question you will have in your mind is, what is a constructor? In the simplest terms, a constructor is a function. But, as we shall see, it is a special type of a function. We shall use this class to understand constructors. These are the two data members of this class. This function prints the sum of the two data members. Here we are creating an object, and calling the function. When this program is run we get this absurd output. The things don't seem to work correctly. We weren't warned at any stage about the missing inputs. A computing system should have built-in checks at places where things could go wrong. A PC doesn't allow us to use a disk without formatting it. There is a built-in mechanism that checks whether a disk is properly formatted or not. A C++ class needs to have a mechanism for guaranteed initialization. This is achieved with the help of a special function called the constructor. A constructor function has the same name as the class. You can see that the class name and the name of its constructor are same. So a constructor can be recognized from its name. A constructor function doesn't return anything, not even void. The return type is not mentioned at all. The constructor has to be called at the time of creating an object. Here we are passing both the constructor arguments at the time of creation. You can run this code to see that the output is indeed 17. This means that the constructor has initialized our class correctly. But where is the guarantee? Is it ensured that the class members won't go uninitialized? You would get a compiler error if you try to run this code. The compiler guards against the use of an uninitialized class. You cannot create an object of this class. The compiler forces us to call a constructor by passing the necessary arguments. This is wrong as well. There is no constructor that accepts one argument. The compiler ensures that the arguments are passed correctly. That's how the initialization is guaranteed. Member lists are attached to a constructor. They are an alternative method for providing initial values to the data members. They are not an alternative to the constructors. They work with the constructors, and can be efficient, and indispensable sometimes. This is a class that uses a member list. These are the two data members. This function displays the values of the two data members. This is the member list. It is placed just after the constructor parameters. The list appears before the constructor body. The member initialization occurs before the constructor body is entered. This semicolon is a part of the syntax.